Las Vegas, undisclosed location with a man who inspires me beyond measure, Mr. Dave Bennett, the writer of Mount Zion. We're so excited to have you and your wife and your team out here seeing the first night of the PGF. Tell me what your first trip to Las Vegas has been like so far.
It's been crazy. It's been unexpected. It's been full of a lot of we've all been talking about. We're from a small town, a very small town. If you want me to, I can hold this. But we're from a very small town. I live in the middle of the woods, so this is all culture shock to me. So like it beats expectations way more, and I'm appreciative that you brought us out here because I don't know what to expect. So I'm just kind of rolling with the punches, But this is amazing. So.
Awesome. So we're definitely excited for some big matches tonight, but one of the reasons on why we wanted to bring, Dave and his wife and their team out was the music that you're creating is just awe-inspiring beyond measure.
Thanks,
for those of you that think worship music has to be boring, and like it was maybe 40, 50 years ago, y'all been sleeping in a cave someplace. Dave is changing the way that worship music is coming out, and you're inspiring so many, and Mount Zion's had how many millions?
I want to say on all platforms we've hit over like 15 million on that one song.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then total with all of your guys' music?
With 31 catalogs, we've just hit over 300 million.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
That's how you start to share the word of Jesus.
Yes,
and
sir.
What do you think? Why do you think music has such a huge impact for us as believers? I know there's a lot of people that were on that line of trying to find a relationship with Jesus, and a song is what set them over the edge. What about that?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's an awesome question because worship's like the number one thing spiritually. I think that you feel it in your soul. And I think a lot of Christian music lately has lost track of that, and they've just made it, like a hymn almost. Yeah. So I wanted to make something that was more like tribal, something that hits you in your chest when you hear it. So that way it wakes someone up. Like that's what we're all about, is just the warrior spirit.
That's right.
And a lot of Christians are warrior spirit. They just need to be woken up. So that's a great question, man. Worship is the number one thing that you have to do to get connected first, and then everything else falls in line.
That's right. And one of the reasons on why, I'm so passionate, because we'll get believers be like, well, why are you guys supporting combat sports? Like, that's not godly, that's not biblical. And
it is.
And one of the things that, I said last night in our time together with our team is that, being prepared for war, and we are constantly in the opportunity to use God's tools against the enemies. He's given 100%. Us that authority.
Yep.
And we're in an attack in this culture. Western cultures, men, masculinity, warriors have really been under attack. And your music is showing people that doesn't have to be the way.
Right. Yeah. And I feel like right now more than ever, men need men. Yeah. And not only that, I feel like young men need stronger men in their lives right now. And not only that, I feel like women need strong men.
Strong men.
And,
Amen.
And it's really hard when I was raised by my mother, so like being raised by a woman and trying to become a man, it's very difficult. Yeah. And so thank God I had a couple of good guys in my life to raise me right.
Yeah.
But and I think right now more than ever, with all the darkness and everything like that that's going on in the world, it's just be a light.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
right.
that hard.
Yeah, and the other thing that we're really wanting to do is a tagline that we have for the Kings is we're kings on the mat and we're kings off the mat.
Amen.
And one of the things that we need to do is we also want to show traditional family values, core family, and seeing what it's like when a man is living his antithesis of what God created us to be, what a woman is, what her life is like when she's in her antithesis of what it means to be a woman. And you guys got to see that a little bit with our team this
really
week,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
Watching the wives
the family
support
dynamic.
everything and the family for these warriors.
Yeah, I think you did really well building the team up, setting the precedents, just making sure that they understand that like this is a family thing. And you can tell with all the players, every single person that I've met here so far is family based. They've embraced me with open arms. Some have tried shaking hands. I'm like, I'm a hugger, and they're like, thank God, they're like, thank God you're a hugger. So it's been really awesome.
Amen. Well, as you guys you've watched. You said you've been watched a lot of the season so far.
A guppy.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. I'm rooting for him really hard tonight.
Yeah.
He's just a genuine dude.
For sure.
I'm
really
an
amazing believer. He's in the Word all the time.
Yeah.
And so again, what I want people to know, and we're seeing it, right? We're seeing law enforcement, we're seeing special forces, we're seeing more
There's
church
massive,
members.
yeah.
It's exploding right now
Yeah.
because the enemy tried to take that. And what I think the enemy did when they did that is
Yeah.
that they actually helped us lift that lamp on the table.
Yeah, they didn't even
And
realize it.
They didn't even know,
realize
right?
it.
And
that's
here we
how
are.
God moves. You know what I mean? It's like when they think that they were going to destroy Jesus,
That's right.
they ended up doing all the work. The hard
Amen.
work, so.
Well, we're excited for you and your team to watch everything unfold tonight. The Kings are hoping to wrap up this 2026 team championship tonight and get ready then for the playoffs next week. And we have some guys that are in the hunt. And thank you guys for supporting us. For those of you that are just trying to figure out where to go when you're lost, all I can tell you is Jesus is the way.
Jesus is the one and only way.
That's right.
So,
Thanks, brother.
yeah, man. Love you, buddy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.